Spark the brain, 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 spark the brain. We here. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. It's the third round RPB. I don't know if they ready for this one, man. You gotta switch it up on them a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Have a seat at the master's table. We ain't asked for no seat. We went and built up our own. You see, it's rather stable. You got 2 eyes, 2 ears, you know the rest. Look, listen, and observe, but also respect. In God we trust. It's obvious. The money ain't the root of all evil, but lack thereof. That's why they deprive you of resources. Why they focus on streams of income, at least 3 sources. We certified, we solidified. And they say they created hip-hop, but all that shit is lies. Cause every element came before the development of what we callin' hip-hop now. It's all relevant to all the topics we gon' touch on. Spoiler alert, as we play this album, ain't no club songs. Boy, that hurt, but this ain't no conscious album. It's just that real shit, that Black God mantra album. I hope y'all feel this. Spark the brain, 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 spark the brain. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. Spark the brain, spark the brain, spark the brain. My mind is spark the brain, spark the brain.
The masters, the masters, the masters, the masters.
Peace. This is the Black Dot, father, author, writer, poet, MC, one half of the dynamic duo, the #1 father and son podcast, Urban X TV. I am super excited about the new release, The Master's Table, by Sincere Love the God and RP Beats. This album is going to be crazy. It's the follow-up to the Spear and the Shield. Already know what time it is. It's got some dope pieces on it. You're gonna love it. Also on the album is yours truly, the Black Dot. So you wanna go to the Masters RSVP and secure your copy now. They got a bundle package. You get a backdrop, you get a poster, you get the digital download, you get the physical copy, you get a hoodie. The whole process is really crazy. So RSVP to Masters RSVP, and you can get that dope album, My Sincere Love to God and RP Beats, The Master's Table. You will never be disappointed at how dope this project is going to be. Peace.
Have a seat at the master's table. We ain't asked for no seat. We went and built up our own. You see, it's rather stable. You got 2 eyes, 2 ears, you know the rest. Look, listen, and observe, but also respect. In God we trust. It's obvious. The money ain't the root of all evil, but lack thereof. That's why they deprive you of resources. Why they focus on streams of income, at least 3 sources. We certified, we solidified. And they say they created hip-hop, but all that shit is lies. Cause every element came before the development of what we callin' hip-hop now. It's all relevant to all the topics we gon' touch on. Spoiler alert, as you play this album, ain't no club songs. Boy, that hurt, but this ain't no conscious album. It's just that real shit, that Black God mantra album. I hope y'all feel this.
Peace, God.
Hey, Dad. He's so good.
Hey, man, I got you a new book.
A new book?
Check it out. Check it out. Let me know how you like it. I'll be back. Man, this Bitcoin, this Ethereum ain't doing nothing for me right now, man. Gotta find some new investments.
Peace, Dad. What you doing?
Peace, God. It's good.
I think this book is kind of inappropriate.
Inappropriate? What's up with it?
It's inappropriate because look at these.
LGBT. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that, God.
I accept your apology.
Man, it's a shame, man. You can't even find no decent books for you nowadays without having to have these difficult conversations.
I have an idea.
What's
Maybe
that?
we should make a series of our own book.
A book series? That is a good idea.
7 volumes.
7, I get it. 7 volumes. What should we call it?
7 the Super Hey-Roo.
Perfect. 7 the Super Hey-Roo.
And then maybe we could even make some bundles of it once we get to volume 3.
Oh, see, now you're thinking like a businessman. I like that idea, man. A foundational Black American children's series.
Perfect.
Visit www.godcastbooks.com and pre-order your book today.
Do for self or suffer the consequences. The wisdom of Elijah's inside of the conscientious. So I move.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are back once again with another episode of the Black Business Showcase right here on Sincere Love the Godcast. I am the God Sincere Love, and this is my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl, hitting the Roger Rabbit, Cabbage Patch. I don't know
what I was doing either.
What's going on?
Over here banging the master's table, I just figured I'll give it a little bounce.
You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. Tired of this rain.
Yeah, I can't believe it's still raining out there, man.
Like cats and dogs. Like I feel like I'm in Seattle.
Well, my people's up top is covered in snow right now, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Balloons. I'm saying ever since them balloons, stuff been weird.
Peace and blessings to the chat.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all coming on up in here. Make sure you share this out on your social media platforms. Let everybody know that we are live with another episode of the Black Business Showcase. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you might be watching us on Facebook or Twitter, head on over to the YouTube, type in Sincere Love to God, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes. This is the Black Business Showcase. We do this every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, where we bring on business owners and entrepreneurs and chop up game just like we about to do with y'all tonight. So appreciate everybody being here. What's going on, Maxwell Jenkins, Mama Love, Crown 808 in the building. What's going on, everybody?
Welcome. Don't it feel like we haven't done this in a while? I feel like maybe because you're doing the Decoded series, and we have the Pygmy Godcast, which we just did last week. Then I just feel like, we be moving and I can't keep up, but it's a good thing.
It's a lot going on.
In a good way. Y'all.
We rocking and rolling. So we building up a channel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How a channel is supposed to be able to get, different types of content. You got Stars, you go on Stars, you can watch Power, you can watch whatever other shows they got going on over there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just there for one particular series or one particular piece of content that you look forward to seeing, but you got multiple things to choose from. So that's how we're trying to build this channel up, with different creators from different perspectives and different topics, so on and so forth.
Well, I just want to give you a shout out real quick before we get started about last night's Decoded, the Master's Table album. That was so fire. It was just amazing. Dr. Wesley Muhammad, thank you, brother, for doing that. Like, that was so awesome. I felt like the chat was just so lit. I couldn't keep up. I'm like, let me reply to this person and that person. Like, I felt like I was almost like at a, just an intimate party, kind of like a listening session type deal. I know that they do stuff like that in the industry, and it felt like that, although we are at home, with our devices.
Right. Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say about that. That was a moment. That was a moment for me right there. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with Dr. Wesley about a song that I wrote, based on his work. And so, yeah, that was full circle moment, man. We had a good time. And I watched it like 2.5 times already. So
see, I'm not the only one. Because you know what? Being in the chat like that and listening to you both, but then you're paying attention to the chat, you do feel like you missed stuff.
Yeah, you missed
stuff.
So then,
so you go back, be like, let me.
I always go back and watch the shows, because when we on here doing it, I'm doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting up the banners and I'm replying to people in the chat. And so I know I'm missing stuff. So I always go back and watch. but last night was a little bit different.
It was a little
Just
different.
You know what I mean?
Congratulations to you and RP Beats.
Yeah,
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you. The album rollout so far has been, spectacular. Loving the response that we've been getting, the traction that we've been getting with the new music and all that. And so we're just gonna continue the grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm just put it out there in the atmosphere right now, man. I want to get Brother Reza Islam to come on and help me decode the song "Plandemic."
All right,
So
y'all,
if any of y'all who's watching this got contact with our brother Reza, let him know I need him to pull up a seat at the master's table to break that thing down.
Let's go, y'all. Let's do our job. We know what that means.
But tonight, this is the Black Business Showcase. So, of course, we got another dynamic guest for y'all coming up right about now. Without further ado, I think it's about time that I introduce to you our guest for this evening. From Great Towing Services out here in ATL, we got our brother Lee. Welcome to the godcast, brother.
Hey, peace, man. Appreciate you having me, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
man.
Thank you
for coming.
For sure.
I have a confession.
I'm sorry.
I have a confession.
Talk to
So,
us.
a lot of times we don't necessarily meet the guest that's going to be on here, and we'll just see their content, never saw you. So I'm honestly thinking like, this is going to be like my dad. I'm thinking, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking like, because my dad did stuff like that, too. So, in his early days. So I'm just
wasn't
thinking
expecting
like
to see a young player out here
a young
with the tow
player,
truck.
yeah. Right. I didn't want to say it like that, but that's what I was just expecting. Like,
it was going to be Percy Earl. We thought we was interviewing Percy Earl.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's real. That's real, and the towing industry is like that. Your dad had a truck, he passed it down to his son passed it down to me. For lack of, I always be like, it's like a Fred Sanford type of community.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's an actual fact. So we're gonna get into how it all started for you, man, because that's how we like to start off the show, by getting into the origin story of the guest. So take us back, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the business.
It's actually crazy. It actually fell in my lap. I was I valeted parked cars for 10 years, right? So one day my car stopped on me, boom, I had to get a tow truck. I'm like, this is the cleanest tow. I'm riding with him. Like, this is the cleanest tow truck I've ever been in. He's like, yeah, this is the new boy. I was like, all right. So he drops my car off at the mechanic, and I'm going back and forth with a transmission issue. So I'm going back and forth with the mechanic for about maybe 6 months. And then I'm like, man, I feel like I want to invest and do, do more. Like, it's more, for me to do. Like, we got this towing thing up in the front. I didn't know, but I was always going to the side door, back there talking to my mechanic just directly. So long story short, man, come to find out, man, in the front, they did have towing, and the guy, he was a little older, and he was like, man, I think I'm about to get this up. I'm like, this is a good thing, though. And so dived into it. We were supposed to get like some old Fran Sanford trucks. And that deal didn't go through. He's like, man, if you're going to do this, man, if you're going to really do this, man, you need to go get a brand new truck. I'm like, okay. So now, mind you, I'm like, I'm going to get a brand new truck. I'm thinking we're going to be out there flagging people in like, yo, you need a tow? He's like, nah, it don't work like that, man. There's systems in place. So he actually schooled me to the game, mentored me for like a whole year. And so that was super cool. And then probably about 6 months in, was when we made the transition. And he was like, hey, I'm out the game. Everybody responding to you. I'm in the way. And it was one of my first business acquisitions. And this was 2019, right before the pandemic hit. And got one truck, came back out here, got another one. And we just kept building, kept grinding. Already had a great super team that was already involved. Coming out of my previous business, I was like, I'm dealing with in the valet business, I'm dealing with a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds. So, a little bit more. I mean, it was more athletic because they running around, but a little more immature. So now, I'm kind of with the grown man sport, and it's been cool. And then next thing you know, boom, the pandemic hit. All the restaurants closed. The valet had stopped at the time, and God bless him, we had these tow trucks that was running around. And when I say we crushed it, and been crushing it ever since. So I love it. I enjoy it. And yes, it is a Fred Sanford community, but I'm gonna tell you, I tell everybody, yo, man, I'm making the towing industry look sexy, straight up.
Right.
There you go.
So yeah, man. So great towing services, and at this point now we got 3 different locations. If you're familiar with the Atlanta area, we come out of Lilburn, Jonesboro, and we just opened up right before Thanksgiving down there in Macon.
Oh, see, y'all spread out.
Okay. Oh yeah,
that's a good spread right there. I'm close to the Lilburn.
Okay,
I'm out here in Gwinnett.
Okay, we got you if you ever need us.
Nah, yeah, no doubt.
For sure. So,
gotta keep that number on
there. That's great towing. That's great towing in a nutshell. And like I said, right out of that rise of the pandemic and everything, man, we've been fortunate to help over 21,000 people. Everybody is eating on the team. It's a beautiful thing. And everybody's able to provide for their families, and nobody lights off. They taking vacations to Disney and everything. I mean, that's just how we play the game. I learned a long time ago. It ain't about, how many millions or anything like that you can make, but how many millionaires you can create. And
I love that.
That's just where I lie. That's just where I lie with it. So, I mean, hey, to be quite frank with you, and that's the reason why it's called great towing. It's not called, somebody asked me one day, they're like, why is it not called Lee's towing? I'm like, because Lee don't tow. It'd be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to put together a network of people that's experts, and authorities in their their field, and just be able to blossom and go and grow. So, I'm definitely business side, business and growing up.
And also towing, the towing business is not just towing cars. Sometimes it can be, a car lockout or a tire change. That's still business, because I can't change a tire to save my life right now. I have AAA, but I understand that the towing business is more than just towing a car that's stalled. Someone may just have locked their keys in the car. That's still business. Someone may have had a flat tire. That's still business, right? Or a jump. Their battery went out. Do you offer that, or is it strictly towing?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, all roadside tire change, everything you just said, lockouts, jump batteries, the whole 9 yards. I was on the phone with one of the guys the other day, man. Shout out to Wesley. And what happens with us, man, because we just in the people business. I mean, we're gonna run it up regardless, but we in the people business. I heard him on the phone the other day talking to an older lady, and he was jumping her battery. He was doing another tow. He just happened to be in the parking lot, giving her a jump start, while he's there in the parking lot. She's like, you know what, if this don't work, I'm gonna need you to come back and tow it tomorrow. Like, man, if you don't go back and tow that lady, man, like, man, like, you got to, that's the biggest thing that we preach. It's mandatory. You got to help the people. Because it's kind of crazy. You think about it, it's one of those things where, especially with the women and kids, you go to the store real quick, you're trying to go grab some groceries, you just trying to be in and out, get your little groceries, get back home, and then boom, car don't start. You're like, oh my God, and your world just crashed and go in. I heard a story like that earlier today. A lady stopped in the middle of the red light, and she was just all distraught. And our dispatcher, Alex, was calming her down, and like, it's just a car, it's okay. Like,
help us here.
Yeah, we got resources. We're going to come get you.
I've been through it a zillion times. I already know the feeling.
Yeah, it's spontaneous. It happens, or it can happen. I mean, it happened to my wife just a couple of weeks ago. She come out, her tire was low and flat. Georgia, all that construction. Right. It was like 2 different nails on her tire. We thought we got it, then we come back like, why does it keep going flat? Welcome to 285.
285, bro. 285. I know that 285 keep y'all busy.
Keep us busy. Yeah, keep us busy. That's why we always campaigning with the people, like, stay off your phones. Like, I mean, we already busy enough. Like, Stay off your phones while you driving. So, it's a beautiful thing. I love the towing industry. I think it's one of those things, to be quite frank, I don't see it going anywhere no time soon. I mean, even with Elon Musk and the electric cars and I'm 39 years old. I don't know. I watched the Jetsons cartoon. I love the Jetsons cartoon. I don't see it happening no time soon for us. I mean, as long as these cars still got 4 tires, hey, we in business. We in business. It only take for one of them to go down.
Absolutely. Now, also the towing business can be a 24/7 type of business. So, how do you balance this 24/7 business and your family life?
Oh, systems. That's why when I got into it in the valet industry, at one time we had 300 people, 18 to 22-year-olds majority, and all leaning on like a couple of us. And that's just not going to really, you can't really scale that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more independent. So we was able to figure that out in that space and build independency. But in the towing business with the logistics, we just rely on a lot of systems. A lot of systems. So when the phone ring, boom, and the guys, they independent contractors. So, they available. They available to the point where, we got a family trusted group, man. I mean, they take the trucks home. Like, I'm not in their way. I'm not in their way. So whenever they available, or, cause it's a first responder type of business. So, okay. I mean, that just changed down to ETA. You got to go get the truck, all this other stuff. Like, man, boom. It's just like hopping out your car or something. You can just go fire the truck up, go help somebody, man. Sure.
And you mentioned, us dealing with the advancements of technology and all that. I'm thinking y'all could have like a Uber type situation going on, like where I got the great towing app on my phone. I just go to the app if I need y'all. I'm stuck on the side of the road or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you might have to go on Fiverr, hit up one of the developers with your idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I like that. Like I said, man, we first responders. Miles, he's in our IT department, so he's definitely heavy with the technology. The other day, what was that, about a week ago, this was crazy. This was like a week ago. So a lady was stuck on bed rest downstairs in her house. So the ambulance pulled up and had to go all the way to the back of the house to help her. And while they went to the back of the yard, they got back there and got stuck, you know what I'm saying, with the lady in the vehicle. And
the ambulance truck got stuck.
The ambulance got stuck in the backyard of the lady's house when she been on bed rest. Yeah. And it's just that first responder piece, like I said. We was able to get over there. They didn't really need a tow. That's another one. They just needed a winch out. They just needed to get back on dry land, back on the concrete. So, listen, it's kind of like a McDonald's thing in theory with me. I look at how many people we able to serve. And that's where we get our rewards and our blessings from.
I'm interested to hear about the business side of the valet thing, though. Like, we know how valet works, but how does the business run, and how do you even get into that business in the first place?
Man, my brothers put me on, man. The valet was crazy. Some of the funnest time in my life. At the time, I think I was having my second son, and I was like, yo, if I'm gonna be outside partying or whatever the case may be, I might as well be getting money. And this is when cash was really king and people was out there lumped up with it. So, man, the valet was our perspective, man, it's still going. 180 Parking Solutions. The valet is, like I said, we recruited a lot of athletes, which is really good for them, especially mentally, because a lot of athletes, you raise from 3, 4, 5 years old, like, hey, I'm going to the NBA, I'm going to the league, this, that, and the third. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, you see a lot of the kids in that age group slip into like this, like depression almost. Like they didn't make it, or maybe they got to college, but they didn't make it to the next level. So the valet portion gave them an opportunity to still run around, be athletic, and get cash money, And I did it with my brothers, man, and that's another blessing, because out of that, call him Big Bro Carlos, he went out here during the pandemic. As soon as the restaurants closed, got a general contractor's license out here building $1 million homes. Another one, Mark, as soon as the restaurants closed, we just, invested. We was able to invest in other different things. He started the pedicab business where, you take your girl out, you got your mans on the bike and you and your lady in the back and y'all riding around downtown or the city landscape, enjoying it. So, a fun activity. So I learned really from there. I'm like, these $5, $10, $20, $100 handshakes, they cool, but we gotta like dig in their chest a little bit more. We need a little bit more. We need a little bit more. So we blessed, man. Like I said, we were able to have multiple income streams, and I guess, hey, pandemic, COVID hit, it all blindsided us, and all of our other streams just went up.
As long as it went up.
Slowly went up. Slowly went up.
The entrepreneurial spirit, the entrepreneurial bug, where does that come from?
Oh man, my parents, my mom was telling a story the other day, typical kid, started off with the bucket, washing the cars, cutting the grass. My mom had a school at the time in the house. And I didn't even remember all this at the time. She was like, yeah, you was quick with it. Like, hey, while you picking up your kid, I can knock your rims off and clean them up real quick. And so it's always started early. And I learned this from my wife. Everybody not meant to be an entrepreneur and had their own business, but I just knew for myself, like even when I went off to college, I was like, I'm not going to be able to do 4 years. Like I got things that I need to do. Like I got a calling, I got a journey, like I got a destination that I got to hit, So I knew that formula wasn't going to work for me. And I'm a son of a school teacher. My mom been teaching special education for over 40 years in 5 different decades, But I told Mom I'm about to get one of them doctorate degree, like honorary through some philanthropy work. Like, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm saying I love the school system, but I also love the fact that if somebody has their individual plan and know what they need to do, and stick to it, man. And it takes consistency. Like it takes nothing but consistency. You got to keep chipping away. Different strategies. If this don't work, sit back, take a step back. Okay, boom, maybe we can try it like this. We just opened up a new product 2 weeks ago, and I'm watching it right now, and I'm like, this worked. We not maximizing it, but I know that this works. It's just different strategies like that. We just keep mixing it up, and ultimately, if people like it, we love it.
Yes, sir. But yeah, because I was looking on the page and I saw some clips with your moms on there and all of that, and so yeah, that's the reason why I had to ask that question, because I'm like, okay, look like my brother got it honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's dope.
Yeah, mom's is she deep into the education. Like teacher, school of the year, teacher of the year, all that good stuff. Never wanted to be an administrator. They like, no, I'm helping the kids. And she in special education, elementary. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of parents that even when, like, I'm a father, so you got a lot of parents who be like, oh man, this, me or whatever the case may be, moms come right in and smooth out, they whole situation. My pops, that's where I got my work ethic from. I never slept in. First time I slept in was my second semester in college, which was my last. Dad, like, I'm up, you up.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So we all do it together, man. It's family business. It's family business, man. Everybody plays their part. I'm here, but it's a whole team, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole team. We lean on each other, and we hug and love each other, and that's it.
No doubt. And I heard you mention purpose, and so that's a hard thing for a lot of people to kind of discover within themselves. Like, what's your reason for being in the first place? So how do you feel that the business that you run ties into your purpose?
It all boils back to helping people. You got to have a vehicle or a platform in some form or fashion. I know, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of goodwill out here. I'm just around a lot of good people. So I don't really never hear malice that much. But everybody out here that I talk to always want to help somebody, but you got to have a vehicle or a platform in some fashion to be able to help them. Because just saying that you're gonna help them, like that's cool. Like you can run a nonprofit, I guess, and go, feed the hungry, this and that, and that's cool. That's cool. That's a vehicle. That's a platform as well. But and I think that's where my spirit of entrepreneurial even comes from. I knew that I had to have some type of platform. Like with the Valley, I felt good. Like I used to have a property manager. I bought my first house at 18. That was crazy. Like I had ladies, like they was crying on my shoulder when they move in. They're like, you don't understand what this means to me. I'm like, I'm thinking like, oh, they moving in. I'm getting my fee. Boom, boom, boom. They like, no, my situation was this, that, and the third. And I'm so glad to be here. You start it triggers all that, like how you helping the people, Like I said, so that started off with the property management. Then with the valet, I'm saying, yo, these young dudes between 18 and 22, come on, man. Like, we don't want them outside doing nothing negative. That's why we had up to 300 people at one time. Do something positive. Bro, what you doing? Can you run? Let's get it. Come over here with me. So you're not driving stick shit. We're going to show and teach. Man, we did all this for free. We teach and train them and all that for free. These kids is making a pocket full of money. Like, they was like Instagram like this. Where I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. But it was fun. Kept us young and fun along with it. And like I said, it's the same aspect, with the tone. So you got to have a vehicle. You got to have a platform or some form of fashion. I'm in Detroit right now. Like you got to have, it's like Ford. You got to put them in this system to where you can keep churning them out. You telling them, but you got to put something in their hand. You got to like give them something, and you got to be an example. Like they got to be able to look at you. You can't just, they can't see you one time. They like, oh, Lee be bugging out with that boom. Like Lee, I don't want to get in trouble. Lee will cuss you out whether we here, outside. Like that's just what it is. Like, because we got to keep everybody on the straight and narrow with it. And sometimes it takes for you to, to go there with them, like that. But that's love. That's a love play. Like that's just a love play. So yeah, you got to have a vehicle, man. Some form of fashion. You got to have a vehicle. I got two, my boys, they in middle school. I'm like, yo, same thing. Go grab the lawnmower. You're not going to be out here with the idle mind. We're not doing that. Like we're not doing that. And it's moving faster nowadays with the internet. I don't know what the world they might be doing on their phone. They quick. They thumbs just quick. They be like, oh, I was like, let me see. Right. So now you got to just keep giving them that good fruit, man. And it'll come to fruition for sure.
Love that. Would you say that your purpose is to serve others in a way? You're offering a service, obviously, with the towing. What you were doing in valet, which was also mentoring, because the guys that you were working with were super young, right? But you were also giving them a vehicle, right? And showing them what entrepreneurship can be and investing. And now some of them have taken, that valet and started their own endeavors as well. So would you say your purpose is service?
Yes, 100%. I've seen a lot of the homies come out the valet. Saying one of the little bros, he got his own mobile detailing business. Like they all just really rose out of that. Like just kept giving them the principles and the values You could take these principles and values. I don't care what your product or service is. You could take them anywhere and flourish with them. That's all that matters. Like I'm a salesman. It doesn't matter. I can sell whatever, what I'm saying? Righteous. But it doesn't really matter because I understand the principles and the values with it, and I understand like the need of someone. I was telling them the other day when we was in the meeting, if you are a server, like a waiter or waitress, you walk up to a table and you kind of hear somebody saying, "Oh, I can't wait to try the crab legs here." Don't be trying to sell them nothing else. That lady says she wants some crab legs. You let her know. You know what I'm saying? And we got the best crab legs in town. Like we gotta be using all five of our senses. We out here trying to move people towards stuff that they're not even really trying to be up on.
Asking for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like get the people what they want. Somebody at the table could still be like, yo, I heard they crab legs ain't that good. You could still be like, I don't even need crab legs. But I know that, at this place, man, them crab legs be flying off the shelf. At the end of the night, it'd be legs on the floor, like all type of stuff. And that ain't even I don't even need that. And you'll be surprised, man. You gotta hit people, in their heartstrings. You gotta listen, man. You gotta use all five of your senses for sure.
Yeah, just like in real estate, when you buy a house and you go to a real estate agent, they're gonna ask you how many bedrooms you want, what's the type of style of the house that you want, right? That you give a blanket of what it is that you're looking for. They're listening to that or writing it down, and they go get you what you want. So, like you said, you're as a person that's in the service business, you also have to listen to what your people, the people that you're servicing are asking for, so you can deliver. And it's really easy if you're a good listener and you're not trying to sell them or give them something they didn't ask for.
I'm gonna tell you what I learned out of my property management company. It was one of the first big business ventures, and I was holding it like a baby, like this mine. You know what I'm saying? And I learned from that experience that when you get blessed with the vehicle or the platform, you gotta let it go. That's the quickest, fastest currency. You gotta let it go. So whatever the people like, I love it. It doesn't really matter. It don't matter if I don't like blue, black, whatever. That doesn't matter. If you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It come along with numbers and things that, some analytics. But at the end of the day, if you like it, I love it. Let's run it. Let's run it. This business. We trying to help and serve people, period. The bag.
Not about you.
Nah. You gotta be a great steward.
I'm soaking it up, man. This is great game right here, man. One of the major lessons, or if you could think of a couple even, just major lessons that you learned along this journey that you would pass on to a young entrepreneur, regardless to whatever their field they might be in.
Gotta keep it real, man. Especially in this climate and era that we live in, transparency is real. That's crazy that you actually asked me that. Like the other day, I was just thinking, I tell my wife, I'm like, if somebody say they don't like me, I'm sitting next to them. Like, why would you not like Lee Dukes? Who don't like Lee Dukes? Like, I might have something for you. Like, you don't know. Maybe you might have caught me at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? But we still here. So I'm able to go back and maybe give you, the aspect of me. But you gotta, you got to keep it real, man. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, man. We gotta slow it down. Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like too, I guess it's Instagram, but everybody too instant. Everything is instant. Everything is Google quick. We gotta slow it down, because life is short and everybody's in a rush to go where? You know what I'm saying? Like, truly, like, so I had to ask people, like, well, how much money did you make doing that? Oh, I ain't getting no money. Okay, well, I mean, you skip so many steps trying to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy every single step. Don't skip no steps. You got to go. I learned that in training. Like, you got to go through every single step because you're going to have to duplicate yourself and each one teach one. Right. So then you're going to be putting out a bad product. You know what I'm saying? If you skipping steps, because what they going to do? Everybody learn by the eye first, back to the senses. So they like, well, I know he's saying this, but this is what I see him doing. You can't, you got to take your time, do each step, give them some understanding on why we doing it like this, and this is very important, just like with the towing. That towing, these trucks, man, they 24 feet long, still. You can't be doing nothing extra other than driving and paying attention to what you're doing. We talking about I-20, 285, and all these different freeways and even on the street. Man, you can do a slight jerk motion and come over your lane, and that could be death.
Right.
Yeah.
That could be death. Like this, that's why the insurance in this business is super high. Because it's it's super high. It's super high. That's why Dad still got that same truck. And he told us, listen, hey, go change the motor in that truck. We can't get another truck. Like, this insurance. I know people, man, that's been in this game since 1989, and that's all they talk about is the insurance,
I wrote that question down here. If y'all can see it, I put insurance requirements. So I did write that down. I was going to ask him about that because, you try to do a little research, I guess, and the insurance was one of the major ones.
It's D1. It's D1. They call you and they like, yo, you ain't got no insurance. You got to pull all your units off the road. Everybody go home. Yeah. Can't do that, So it's D1. So we have systems in place for that too, though.
What type of license is it for the drivers?
See, this is the beautiful thing. I'm glad you asked me. You can have a regular license. We do light duty towing. So that's another question. People ask me, you don't want to do the mediums and the heavies? Man, I live in Atlanta. Do you see how many light duty cars is out here from F-250 down to like Honda Civic? It's more of those than the the big ones or the martyrs or the school buses, that's cool. I outsourced that. When that come to me, we outsource that. But the light duty is such a volume play, that's where. So you got a regular license.
Regular license. So what type of training is it though?
Yo,
I don't feel like I could just get in one of them shits and drive it.
Right.
Hey, yo, Sincere, I'll be honest with you. I told you, man, I don't do it every day, man. But I mean, obviously, if it's a product of mine, I got to learn how to do it in some form of fashion. So I know how to tow like I know how to swim. You throw me in the water, I mean, it ain't going to be pretty, but I'm going to try my best to get back.
You're going to get it up out of there. Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, it's just like the car. The guys, they laugh at me, but I take my time. I be like, yo, y'all helping over 50-something people a week, you know what I'm saying? Moving, boom, boom. But it's the muscle memory. They in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They do it in their sleep. So yeah, regular license. We do the training, man. I set everybody up with our guys. They ride along. When it comes to the training, I don't even do no interview. I'll be like, yo, listen, you need to ride along first and even see if you can see yourself doing this. Like, I'm not here to force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. If you can't see yourself doing this, that's cool. I respect that. That goes back to keeping it real. Like the job mentality. Sometimes people be like, I do whatever. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Like it got to fit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm doing. So first, you need to see if you even want to do this. Number one. Then we'll have that conversation and go a deeper dive into the training and everything.
You also mentioned previously about people wanting to skip steps and how, we have to follow all the steps. And I think that's another big one. Like you said, riding along and first seeing in the training if this is something that you want to do. Because in that training, if they skip a step, right, that could mean a car getting unhitched, right? So you can't skip steps, in the training either. It's like, if my mom gives me an ingredient for the cake, to make a cake, if I skip an ingredient, it's not going to come out right. So you can't skip steps in life. You can't skip steps in training because it's all a part of the journey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's one of our main things that we actually talk about in training. We really every Monday and Tuesday we meet and we talk about mindset more than anything else. I mean, we don't really. I mean, I can't teach. I don't teach how to tow. That's not my field. So that's not my position. But we talk more about mindset and being humans and we adults and we might be parents and or grandparents, and all this other stuff. We talk more about that because I know we hear this a lot, but it's very true. The way you do one thing is how you need to be able to do all things. Man. So I mean, that goes back to that consistency play. Like if you see somebody out of pocket, you like, I mean, I like homie, he cool in that atmosphere, but I mean, I feel like everybody got this purpose. Like sometimes you can, cross each other's path. It could be a long stay, a short stay, or it could just be seasonal. You never know. But I value relationships like that. Now, I don't know how long this relationship gonna last. But I do believe that we cross each other's path for some reason, though.
Right.
Are those in-person meetings, phone meetings, Zoom meetings? How y'all conduct those meetings?
Yeah, we basically pretty much run a hybrid business. Like I said, the guys able to take the trucks home. We do a lot. We busy. You see what I'm saying? We busy. So I don't really got time to be like stopping, the guy, they able to tune in, headsets, this, that, and the third, and just be on the audio play and just listen, So yeah, we able to do it like that. We basically run a hybrid business for sure. We helping people. We be in the meeting and the phone be ringing off the hook. We headed to, especially in the morning time, so, we on to help the next person.
I think that's flawed. You know what I mean? Especially dealing with the mindset, you know what I'm saying? You as the, the owner of the company and all that, you want to make sure that your company has longevity. And so the people that you bringing in, the people that you hiring, you want to create, you know what I'm saying, a code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? You want to have everybody on the same mentality, you know what I'm saying, as far as how things are going to be ran. And that's more than just the logistics of, hooking up a car to the truck and doing all of those physical things that they got to do on the job, but just having the right mentality to make sure that the company continues to be successful. I think that's important.
Yeah, and the reputation of the company, because word of mouth, sometimes people get business from word of mouth. I dealt with this tow company. One, they were here on time or faster than the time that they gave me. The guy knew what he was doing, etc. He was friendly. He stayed, or he waited until someone picked me up, whatever the situation may be. I felt safe with that person there taking me home when I was in the tow truck. I've been in the tow truck with someone before, having to get my car towed, and you almost, because they're creepy looking, they're not saying much, so all of that I think plays a part in the comfortability of the customer. Because I felt creeped out before in a tow truck with someone, and that's not a good feeling as a woman.
No, yeah, and I am so glad that you mentioned that, because that's super important. Like, cleanliness is next to godliness. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I first got into that new truck, I'm like, this is the cleanest tow truck I've ever been in. And it always stuck with me, like, all the units got to stay clean. Everybody got to feel safe, and secure. The guys, they be on their fashion. So, they gotta have some Gucci Fendi glasses. I'll be like, y'all y'all out here eating. But I love it. Like, you see me, this is my uniform. I'm coming in on hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I might even have some slides on or whatever. But I mean, they be on their fashion, man. But people like it and love it. They go inside these different dealerships
in Atlanta.
Oh yeah. When they go do, they be like, which? They like, nah, I'm a tow operator. They be like, oh, okay. Like, once again, they like it. I love it.
So Atlanta's really bougie, I hear.
No, hell no.
Atlanta's not bougie.
You said you were in LA. I don't know. I mean,
LA's bougie. I'm gonna keep it real. LA is very bougie. Depending on where you go, LA can be very, very bougie, for real.
Atlanta could be very, very ghetto. I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh yeah, we got. Now listen, I'm across the street from the hood. Compton is literally 3 minutes from over here.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, we have fun, man. We have fun. That's all it's about, man.
Fun and money.
Yeah, and making good money. And making good money. But yeah, we have fun with it, man. And that's just what it is, man. It's one of those things where they get up and they don't. I don't ever feel it. The thing I think you just mentioned something earlier. We haven't had any turnover. Everybody that came in 2019 is still here.
Oh wow!
Nice.
That's major. That's major. Yeah, that they love it. They love it. If they didn't love it, they wouldn't show up every day like they do, man. They be ready, man. We ready.
So what's next?
What's next? Man, we're gonna keep growing this towing thing for sure. I've gotten so deep into towing, and I'm at the point now, honestly, that I really want to coach and partner up with more people. It's a very profitable business, and it's really good for like maybe like a husband and wife or something, like a couple that's trying to transition from maybe corporate, and they got another multiple income stream out here that they can kind of run. Maybe like some siblings, maybe like some friends, as long as they agree. But coaching, man, I'm really going to be just giving everything away for free, man, and saucing them up, but definitely that's my most frequently asked question. Lee, how do I get in the towing industry? Lee, how do I get a tow truck? So I'm just going to be out here answering the questions for the people, man. And if they want to get in, I got them. And I'm put a little program together, man. I'm actually working on it right now, man. I'm going to hold their hand through the whole process and everything. Nice. Yeah, so it's cool. Like I said, we keeping it sexy, man. I know they got the Sanford Sun, and that's how but it's 3, man. We come in new trucks, new clothes. Like, that's just how we bring it. Like,
I was looking for Percy Earl.
Sound like one of my Mississippi cousins.
Right.
For sure. What you was gonna ask, Nicely?
Well, he answered it already. As I was going to ask him. You said you asked him what was next, and I was going there, so he answered it already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So, let me see, because we could start winding it down a little bit here. What is there anything that you would like to share that we didn't think to ask you? Oh, I already got the banner up there. Y'all see the banner going across the bottom of the screen.
Man, definitely follow us, man. I get up every morning, man. I reach out to all the towing companies on the social medias. I tell them the same thing that I tell our own internal, company, man. Let's go out here and safely help 20 people today. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Let's go help somebody, man. So we just build a bond. It's a community. It's a lot of family owned businesses in it, family ran businesses. So it's a community. But man, just follow us, man. Just follow us. Just follow us. Now they got me on Instagram now. I'm new to this, man. I'm 30 days in. So
Oh,
Okay.
Lord, you
Okay,
baby.
follow that page. Follow that page,
Follow that
family.
page right there.
At
they
Great
made me
Towing
do a 30
Services.
days. My bad. They made me do a 30-day challenge. They was like, yo, you got to post a reel for 30 days. I'm like, what is that? But I mean, hey, our content might be raw, but hey, we're going to keep increasing it though. But yeah, follow along, man. Follow along for sure.
Yeah, man, I could tell you, man, a lot of times people overthink the content when it comes to social media. The things that you do on a daily basis, even if it's not with the business, but as far as how you run your business and things that you do with the family, all of that stuff is content. All you got to do is turn the camera on. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that you're doing on a daily basis, whether it's taking phone calls, the meetings that you're talking about with the team and all of that stuff is content. That's what social media is built around. So you don't really got to overthink it and think about, damn, I got to create something. I got to come up with something. What are you doing right now? Turn the camera on. That's the content right there.
I love it. I appreciate that, man. Sincere, thank you so much. But then that's what I'm doing, man. We posting it up raw and uncut, man. We out here helping people. That's what
Right. That's how it go, man. That's how it go. And you got a lot of gems, man. This conversation right here, you got a lot of wisdom that people could benefit from. So even just going live every now and then when you got something on your mind, quick 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hop on live, drop some jewels. It might not be nobody on there with you at first. It might be just you and one other person. But you just act like you got a big audience and just drop your jewels, get up out of there. Do that a couple of times a week. You're going to see it start growing. You know what I mean? The key to it, like you said earlier, just being consistent. Okay. And you're gonna see the growth just coming in. Like, damn, where are all these people coming from? This is a tow truck page. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm in. Hey, look, I'm in, man. I'm in. It's marketing to me. It's sales, so it's marketing to me. So the world like it once again. I love it. I'm in.
There you go.
Another thing that I'm happy about, I'm in LA. So when we see tow truck drivers, we don't see tow truck drivers that look like us. You know what I'm saying? And so at all.
Or the Mexicans got it?
All of it.
Yeah,
I say 1,000. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's refreshing, to, be doing this show today with someone, a brother, that's doing it on a high level, not to say that it's, should only be us, but it's refreshing to see us in a space that's dominated typically by other groups. So shout out to that too.
That means you got to introduce me to the game. That means there's some space and opportunity for us.
It's definitely here. Definitely here. I mean, we only deal with AAA, honestly. And like again, when you're dealing with them, you're not gonna get one of us. It's just not happening. It's never happened for me.
Yeah, they kind of we keep it clean. For sure, man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. This means a lot, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
If you ever need me to come by and say something once again, man, I'm here for you.
Absolutely.
When you finish that next project that you said that you're working on, obviously come back. Let's chop it up about that new project, promote it as much as we can so the world knows.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna bring the partners. I'll bring the partners next time. And they can do the testimonials and everything.
That'll be nice.
That sounds great. Great.
That'd be good.
And thank you to our sister Crown 808 yet again.
Always coming through.
Always pulling through. I love her. That's my sister. Man. Thank you, Crown.
You've been a blessing.
Yes.
Man, that's a whole nother podcast.
Right there. Right, with her hiding self.
Right. Involved in everything. I don't even know how she do it.
In a good way, though. Her hands are always in such amazing situations. She's helped us bring on several amazing guests. So I want to give her flowers too. Yes,
for sure, man. She's definitely been a blessing, man, for real. You know, you can get overwhelmed up here with a lot of things. So when you're able to kind of boom and help keep this streamlined and organized, man, she's been a blessing. I'll be saying that over and over again. She's been a blessing.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, nice to you know what to do. We can't just let them get up out of here like that.
All right. Oh yeah. Look, I told you it feels like such a long time since we did that. So we're gonna wind it down. We're gonna ask you two more questions, technically three, but two more questions. What does freedom and power mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. We all got internal powers. We need to use them. You know, it's like our talents. Like I can't stand wastefulness. Like I just don't like. You see some people that got more talent in their pinky than somebody that might have in their whole body, and they don't do the right things that they need to do, man. So you know, power is everything, and freedom. You got to have freedom, man. Like we got a purpose. Like you know, you can't be bogged down to certain things, and you don't never feel that inner burning sensation inside where you feel like you're supposed to be doing something else, or you called to be somewhere else, but you over here. You gotta have that type of be able to go do that. Like you got to. That's mandatory. That's mandatory. Got 3 kids. Like you know, I got to be able to get to their school at a drop of a dime. That's freedom.
Right.
You know yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's freedom. That's freedom to have a meeting and you know respectfully be like, hey, we might have to postpone this for a second because in my facets of life, you know, it's God, myself, family, and business. Like that's just it might just come in that type of pecking order. So you know, if the family might need me to do something, I need to be able to be there, man. So yes, it means everything.
Nice. Yes, indeed. All right. And so this part right here, I gotta throw you on the Summer Jam screen, bro. And right now you got the microphone. The entire Black community is listening. What parting words would you like to leave us with tonight?
And get there, man, and get you a vehicle, get you away, man, and help somebody. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Be fearless, man. Please, like I'm begging you, like don't over guess it, don't over question yourself, don't do none of that. Like even if you mess it up, like we were talking about the content earlier, like whatever, even if you stumble on your words, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's better that you get it up out of you than you still sit there and sit on it. So please, like be fearless, man, please.
Like
yes,
that.
That's perfect.
Fearless.
That's perfect. Fearless. That is perfect right there. And so thank you for coming through, man. You're a Godcast member. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who tuned in with us live, everybody who's going to be watching this on the replay. Make sure that you guys do all the YouTube-y type stuff. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell, all of that. As y'all know, we do this every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Also, you can catch us on Sundays for our regular show where we cover current events and talk about important issues pertaining to Black society. And as y'all know, we got the new weekly series, The Masters Decoded, where I'm deciphering the lyrics from the new project with me and my brother DJ RP Beats, The Masters Table. Go back and check the first 2 volumes that we got in the archives already. The first one was Black Death Equals White Wealth, featuring me and my son Young Zelo and my sister Aida. And the one from yesterday, I had Dr. Wesley Muhammad come on and help me decipher the lyrics for the song Who Killed Malcolm. So go check those out and stay tuned for the upcoming episodes of that, as well as the Pick Me Godcast every other Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Nicely Girl and Brown Skin Baddie talking about the importance of the relationships between Black men and women.
Yes, sir.
Did I miss anything?
Yes, sir. No. You didn't miss any of the YouTube things, but I'm always going to throw this in. Make sure you guys are also purchasing the album, The Masters Table, at www.themastersrsvp.com. You can also stream the album on all streaming platforms. Also, do not forget the book, the children's book series, 7 The Superhero. You can also pre-order the book at godcastbooks.com. godcastbooks.com. Don't forget, we will be in Dallas May the 27th at the FBA Expo, bending with other Black businesses and entrepreneurs. Don't forget that as well. So,
And Lee, you want to give out your contact information?
And right there, man, that great towing services. The everything's in the bio, phone numbers. You know, yeah, we keeping it simple, man. They done simplified my life. So at great towing services is there.
All right, cool. All right, so that's it, family. That does it for today's episode.
One more. One more. Next Wednesday, we will be back with another great episode of the Black Business Showcase, and we will have Mala Divine. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah,
Mala Divine will be in the building next Wednesday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube. Make sure you follow us.
Yes, indeed. Now, does that do it?
That does it.
All right. All right, cool, family. So remember, man, like we always tell y'all, we are not the master teachers. We are only the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. With that being said, we are out of here. Peace and Black love.
Most resilient, we poster children of prophecy fulfillment. We gotta be God's children.